welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you today?
Got a little bit of a stiff neck and back.
Golf too much?
No, it's not from golf. I don't know what it's from.
Sleeping around?
I don't know. It flares up once a year.
Allergies?
Could be.
63 degrees right now in Jackson. Some off and on morning rain showers, but those will be out of here by mid-morning. And it will be a very nice day with sunshine this afternoon and a high of 82. And the outlook for the holiday weekend, I can't believe the 4th of July weekend is this weekend.
I know.
It's going to be very summery all weekend long. And it looks like right now not any rain in the forecast.
It looks like it should be a beautiful weekend, and a lot of people will be heading north for the weekend. A lot of people are already leaving, making that long weekend. And really the 4th of July holiday is, a lot of people are off work. A lot of people take time off and do extended vacations, and I'm one of those people.
A lot of people off this week, a lot next week. The governor got up at 5 o'clock this morning to issue a press statement that the orange barrels are going to be pushed to the side for the holiday weekend.
That's nice.
Construction projects on 100 road and bridge projects statewide will be suspended at 3 p.m. Friday and continue until 6 a.m. Tuesday, July 5th. In Jackson, we've got still closed and will remain closed throughout the weekend. The westbound I-94 ramp to Cooper, all ramps at I-94 Michigan Avenue in Parma completely closed. The 127 West Avenue M50, one northbound lane closed at 94. The 127 M50 ramp to westbound 94 is closed and detoured. The 127 at McDivitt, one lane closed in each direction. So construction continues, although they'll just stop for the weekend.
I think someone needs to do a investigation into the construction on 127 between Jackson and Lansing the last 30 years.
Well, the last...
it's been redone 9 times.
I know. I don't know what they're doing. They're using some unusual materials that don't last, or it's just a experiment.
It's a secret. It's just a secret to keep making money.
Right.
That's what it, I mean, I don't understand how that 2-lane stretch of highway needs to be worked on literally every summer. I don't understand that.
And anyone that's been on 127 north of Jackson to Lansing has the same opinion that it appears the orange barrels were dropped from airplanes.
It's very tricky.
Yeah.
Very tricky. So be careful if you're driving out there, for sure. And you know, a lot of people out there are having a good time, so be careful driving as well, not just you, the other people on the road. So stay safe. We've been talking a lot about gas tax. Illinois is getting a hold on their gas tax increase, but the state is forcing gas stations to put stickers on each pump that says you're not paying the tax yet.
How much do the stickers cost?
That's what I was asking Noah, and he made up, he had a great point. It's actually costs more to scrape the stickers off. You've seen the Joe Biden stickers around town? There you go. See, he's always got one. Quit putting those on gas stations,
Stop
people.
doing
Those,
it.
you know, it's so hard for.
It's not the gas station's fault.
No,
They're trying to keep their.
And I got to tell you, those are hard to scrape off. I watched a kid try and scrape some of those off, and he was out there a long time. But the point is, you know, why should residents have to be exposed to kind of that type of propaganda when they're just getting gas?
Just getting gas.
Yeah, you're just getting gas. There's a $500 fine for those marts that don't comply.
Oh, does that count as tampering with the pump?
I don't know how it could.
I think it would.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
The big news around the country this morning, the January 6th hearing, a surprise witness yesterday, Cassidy Hutchinson. You ever hear of her before yesterday?
Well, I actually didn't hear of her until this morning because I didn't get home last night until 10, and I was going to watch the hearings, but I decided to read a book instead.
Well, they are very entertaining, and she was claiming that on the morning of January 6th, President Trump ordered the Secret Service to drive him to the Capitol, and when they wouldn't, he tried to grab the wheel. Secret Service denies that happened, but it's...
Does Secret Service have a representative?
The Secret Service claims that they are going to testify that that wasn't true. So they want to be called as witnesses.
All the people that sit in the arena, those people are all getting paid to sit in there.
To sit there.
How do you get a seat in there?
I know you got
Run for office.
Yeah.
Shoot. All right, maybe I'll do that. Although I've seen a lot of people running for office that I didn't know had any political aspirations or background whatsoever.
We're being inundated here, JTV, with people wanting to come on and talk about their run for office. And there's so many people running in the primary in August that there wouldn't be time to have any of these people on. So good news, they won't.
If you're headed to Florida soon, you may want to turn your music down. There's a new law starting July 1st that drivers can receive a fine of up to $114 for playing loud music in their car. And according to the statute, audio coming from a vehicle that can be heard from a distance of 25 feet away can result in a citation. Any noise louder than necessary for the convenient hearing by people inside the vehicle is also prohibited in areas adjoining churches, schools, or hospitals. That was a rumor when we were growing up, that you'd get a fine for loud music. Do you remember that, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever remember anyone getting one. So.
It happens, and it's about time. The loud noise that irritates me is that noise that the credit card machine makes if you leave your chip card in 1 second too long. That
Oh, yeah.
Beep, 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 as if it's going to explode if you don't take your card out.
I don't know how to use the credit card machines. None of the wireless work, and then when I ask the person where to tap it, they never tell me exactly where to tap it. They just say just tap the screen. That's because they don't know where to tap it.
I've tried the tapping. It sometimes works. The weekly state of Michigan COVID numbers are out, and unfortunately, after five weeks of steady decline, new COVID cases in Michigan rose 10% in the past week. We had 146 COVID deaths statewide in the last week. Good news, hospitalizations have fallen from 1,100 to about 750.
Oh, that's good.
So, the one other thing about the hearing yesterday.
Yeah, tell me everything about it.
Well, she talked about how Rudy Giuliani was stoking the flames.
I'm sure he was.
Giuliani, did you see he made news this past weekend?
I didn't see it. What is he doing?
He was shopping. No, he wasn't shopping. He was campaigning with his son. His son, Andrew Giuliani, is running for governor of New York. Oh, he dropped out, according to...
Oh, he lost.
Oh, he lost his primary.
Shoot.
Okay. Well, he was campaigning at a ShopRite in New York City, and he claims that someone attacked him. There it is.
Ah!
Yeah.
Are you okay?
There's the assault.
She poked him with a poison.
It was a ShopRite employee who came up and was mad at Giuliani, and Giuliani said, "I got hit as if a boulder hit me. It knocked me forward a step or two. It hurt tremendously. If I wasn't in better shape, I would have fallen and cracked my head open."
Oh, look at the lady next to him. Are you okay? Could we run that back one more with a pet? See how quickly that lady, watch this. See how quickly she checks his back.
Yeah.
Watch. Oh my God!
Giuliani said he's got redness, swelling, and substantial pain to the back and left side of his body. And
I can barely hold my head up and my back hurts so bad, Rudy.
The gentleman that was charged, they brought him into court, and he was wearing a ShopRite uniform.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unreal. You know, I really became a fan of his during 9/11 and the aftermath of that. I thought he did such a great job, but it seems like he's kind of spiraled a little bit since then. But I guess that's what money and power and politics do to people. You believe you can do whatever you want.
He was America's mayor. He was revered and loved by the whole world. You need to take a bow when it's time, and he should have. He could have retired and been.
Yeah, hero statues.
Yeah,
all
statues. It could have been statues of him. Not likely now.
No, the Oxford trial. The parents. Have you heard this news? The
Crumbleys?
parents, the Crumbleys, are going to call their own son at their trial, and that's unheard of. It's insane. And they basically want to blame I mean, why else would they call him other than to force more blame on him and take blame away from them? Mm-hmm. It makes no sense. And there's been so much proven in court already showing text messages that the mother did not care. He had texted his mom saying he was struggling with insomnia, and she just laughs, so I don't really know what this is going to do. I don't think it should happen, to be honest with you.
There are bad families, and then there are bad families.
And then there are the Crumbleys. Ugh, awful, awful stuff.
Have you been at the mall lately, Andy?
Yes, I have.
Have you happened to go into Bed Bath & Beyond?
No. I have not been there since I returned all my wedding gifts.
Bank of America is claiming that the company has cut air conditioning at their stores in an effort to lower expenses to make up for a slump in sales.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's hot, and I've always thought that at Christmas time the malls turn the heat up to make people buy faster and get out faster. But Bed Bath & Beyond denies this, but there are signs that they are in trouble. They are having staffing issues. They've reduced store operating hours. They canceled remodeling projects, and they've halted openings of its. They've got another subsidiary called Bye Bye Baby.
How about that? You can get all the stuff at Target that they sell there. Yeah, that was a big store when we were getting married. That was like one of the main places you registered at, and now I can't see myself setting foot in there. If you're shopping for like a loved one, you can get a broken clock for $10 or something. So, I don't know.
Hangers.
Hey, today's show is brought to you by Dirty Bird, our neighbors right a couple doors down. They've got great lunch specials. The patio's been open all summer. It's a great spot to come enjoy a beer and some great food. It's the Dirty Bird right downtown on West Michigan Ave.
Sing 2 is playing today at the Michigan Theater, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., and I think Brandon's son Barrett's
Are you going to go? Star-studded cast in that.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, Bono, Halsey, Scarlett Johansson, Pharrell. I mean, and then of course U2 has a lot of the songs, so that should be fun. And you're not going?
It's during work.
It's during
Oh.
the
Folks
show.
are going to take it.
Oh, we'll give you the
right,
we'll give you the time off. Yeah, there you go.
I'm leaving right now.
I'm looking for that movie. That's looking forward to the Gru and the Little Incredibles that bounce around.
The
those yellow
Minions?
things.
They're Minions. They're not Little Incredibles. A movie I saw on, and I don't watch a lot of movies, I watched Hustle on Netflix with Adam Sandler, and you remember the name Michael Lancaster from Spring Arbor University, the trainer? He's in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool stuff. So I would highly recommend. That's a good feel-good story. One of Adam Sandler's finer, more recent movies, I guess you would say. It's hard to tell. I think you either love his movies or hate them. We've got some scores. Let's get to our scoreboard. Brought to you by our friends at Extreme Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And Jackson County was well represented on the Michigan Interscholastic Golf Coaches Association All-State Teams. Division I, honorable mention, Colin Norton. No surprise there. Division III, first teamer, Brady Applegate. You know the Applegates. You know Brady's mom, Taryn.
Yes.
Honorable mention, Nash Hanchett from Lumen Christi, Ryder Pickering from Hanover Horton, and Charlie Saunders from Lumen Christi. Division IV, first team All-State, Ben Mano, and Jan Mano.
Oh yeah, Jan Mano.
Yeah, Jan's son. So Ben.
Wonderful family, the Manos.
Great golfer, great golfers. We have some great golfers in town. So congratulations
Cameron
to
Shannon is at a national high school golf tournament, and she's in the top 8.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
There's
Jackson,
two more days of that.
the golf mecca.
A couple new food products. Taco Bell has the big Cheez-It tostada. I know how you love Cheez-Its. This is a giant Cheez-It, 16 times larger than a normal Cheez-It, and it's loaded with the tostada items: beef, sour cream, tomatoes, lettuce, and cheddar cheese.
No, it's the wrong type of cheese.
It's new, the big Cheez-It tostada. And have you ever wanted to smell like bacon? Wright Brand Bacon, part of Tyson Foods, to celebrate their 100th anniversary, it is bottling its real wood smoked bacon flavor in a fragrance. It's true, it's real. 3.4 ounce bottle is $19. It's called
It's a good deal.
Wright number 100. Smells like bacon, and you will too.
I might try that. I remember buying the Michael Jordan cologne when I was in high school, and if you could get your hands on that, you regretted it instantly.
Remember when
that smelled terrible?
Remember when everyone at JTV smelled like Axe?
Yeah, I do. That was
whole
the year.
second floor was like.
Yeah, that was
oh
the year you gave everyone one of those end cap Axe gift boxes for Christmas, with the deodorant, the body wash, and of course the body spray. We still have some of that laying around. David Rice is using it.
Who's on the show today?
Today we have a great show. We're going to get things started with Dr. Jacob Sinkoff from Henry Ford Jackson Health.
Register now. Spring Arbor University is hosting their annual summer sports camps in June and July. Baseball, soccer, basketball, tennis, cheer, volleyball, and golf. Camp dates, offerings, and ages vary. Camps available for kids age 4 through senior year of high school. Details, dates, and registration information available online at saucougars.com/sports.
For over 35 years, Nostalgia Inc. has been Jackson's home for all things comics, graphic novels, and games. Whether it's Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, The Walking Dead, or even Stranger Things and Star Wars, Nostalgia's friendly staff has decades of experience and can find the perfect gift for that fanatic in your life. With the largest selection and inventory of the latest comics, you're always sure to find something new and different at Nostalgia. Looking for something from years back? Our backstock selection can't be beat. And don't forget to ask about our subscription service so you never miss an issue. Into Magic the Gathering, D&D, Pokemon, or tabletops? We've got everything you could ever need. Whether you're starting a new hobby, a seasoned collector, or just shopping for that superhero in your life, Nostalgia Inc. is the place for you. Nostalgia Inc. on Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson. If you're looking for high-quality sheds, then check out Homestead Barns. With nearly 100 options, there's a shed for you. And if not, we can make a custom one to order. We have no credit checks and rent-to-own options, so we're ready to work with you. Visit us today.
Serving the greater Jackson area for over 25 years, Tamrocks Automotive knows that your life does not come to a halt because of a concern with your vehicle. Our mission is to provide extraordinary service.
Welcome back to the morning show. Our show today is brought to you by Howe Equipment. They specialize in the sales of pre-owned UTVs, ATVs, and zero-turn lawnmowers. Check them out. They're on Lansing Ave, and they'll be happy to serve you. Check them out, howeequipment.com. Tool or toy, they have it.
And they fix golf carts.
They sure do. They just fixed mine.
Joining us now from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, emergency medicine physician, Dr. Jacob Sinkoff.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Good morning.
Thanks again. Good
Welcome
to be
back.
back. Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Must be a holiday weekend coming
Yeah,
up.
we were just talking about fireworks and reminiscing about Jonathan Pierre-Paul, the famous New York Giant that was all over the news when he blew off part of his hand. And it's not just regular people that blow their hands off; it's also celebrities and athletes.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone celebrates the 4th of July, so it's one of those things that can happen to anyone. And even though you make a living off your hands, a star athlete, it can still happen to you. But yeah, I remember when that happened, the engineering feats to get him a custom-made glove, and even with all the the modern medicine,
Right.
it's hard to reattach those fingers when there's not much left. So safety is very important with fireworks.
If anyone this weekend says, "Here, hold my beer," run, don't walk away from that person.
No, you can hold the beer. They're going to go do the thing. You hold it for them. Let them go do it, and then get your phone ready to call 911. But
Film it. If someone says, "Hold my beer,"
no,
get your
don't.
phone.
But this is my fireworks advice. Don't go check on it if it doesn't go.
So that is one thing I did want to bring up. This is doing the, or at least in this regard, doing the research about, hey, what causes most of these, but just seeing people, a lot of times what happens is I thought it was a dud and I went up to go pick it up and then it went off. So if a firework doesn't go off, I would just leave it, at least for an hour or something like that. Yeah. But that's anecdotally the patients I've seen. I thought it was a dud and I go up to go check on it and then it goes off. So yeah, definitely try to avoid that. The other thing of it is you don't want to end up on a YouTube video. So anything that you think of this would be a hit on YouTube, you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to do.
And starting today, fireworks are now legal in the state of Michigan from 11 a.m. today through the day after the 4th of July. So you'll be hearing a lot more noise at night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
And as someone that lives on the lake, they go off, and we always have the lake I live on, the association always sends out newsletters, especially thinking about and thanking our veterans. A lot of them have PTSD, and these late night fireworks can really cause kind of flare-ups in PTSD. So just being cognizant about that, and our neighbors and the people who served our company or our country are, just thinking about that when it gets a little late.
Definitely, yeah, definitely something to think about. That I'm sure a lot of people, when they're lighting those off, that's one of the furthest things from their minds. You mentioned living on a lake. A lot of people get invited to lakes for the weekend. Maybe you're out with your family, and if you don't live on a lake, it's different. It can be challenging. Alcohol can be involved. Swimming after alcohol. Talk a little bit about what happens to your body.
So the main thing is you get so dehydrated just being outside in the warm water and warm air, the sun beating down on you, and you're drinking alcohol, and you think you're drinking a lot, but it's not water. So I advise definitely drinking water, wearing life jackets, even if you're a good swimmer. Kind of those sort of things are things that are helpful. Making sure that you're looking out for people you're with is a main thing. The problem is you kind of get this pack mentality, and everyone's drinking, everyone's having a good time, and you kind of don't look out for one another. So even taking a little break and hey, I'm gonna have drink 20 ounces of water really helps.
Yeah. Is the water a danger after you've left the pool or beach? I've heard that children can either inhale, ingest a lot of water when they're swimming, and that nobody realizes there's a problem until they get home.
So that can be a thing. There's a medical thing called a near drowning episode, where you'll kind of have a near drowning and you'll be okay for a little bit. And what happens or the idea behind it is you get kind of some water in your lungs, you cough it out, and then it causes an inflammatory reaction after. So just keeping an eye on it. I think a lot of times I get confused with just dehydration, where you don't realize it till you're off the water, and it's like, man, I really don't feel very well. And so you get kind of almost this flu-like kind of nausea, vomiting. You can even pass out.
Bart gets that just from going on the water in general. We did a fishing trip once, and you went right to the bed. So,
Well, it was the seasick. It was seasick.
Yeah, you're seasick. That's what I'm
Seasick.
saying. Yeah, you get sick
It was
just from
12
going.
hours on Lake Erie when it was 108 degrees.
We did not have anyone looking out for him
Yeah.
that day, and we should
We left
have.
the cooler on the dock,
Yeah.
and
That was
the
a
boat
bad
would
day.
not go back.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, those are rough days. Those are rough days. I've had a couple of those days myself.
A lot of folks are renting campers, maybe going camping for the first time, using generators. Carbon monoxide, we know, can be an issue. What do people need to be aware of with that?
So carbon monoxide, what makes it so difficult is it's, you can't see it, you can't smell it. So you just have to be aware. So anyone that's renting a camper using generators, I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting a carbon monoxide tester and just sleep with it.
Yeah.
You can get battery powered ones, so it don't need to be connected to anything. Keeping it in your tent, if you have a generator nearby, please keep it as far away from as possible. And using a carbon monoxide tester, especially if it's what happens with carbon monoxide, it's actually it's fuel that's not fully combusted, and you inhale it, and it causes your body not to be able to get oxygen. So you kind of get like this flu-like illness with that also. But the problem is if you're already asleep, it's not something you're going to wake up and feel bad from. So having a carbon monoxide detector is also very important.
And there's no smell, there's no taste, there's nothing.
Nothing, unfortunately, and that's what makes it so devastating and so sad. So just being aware, I think, is the main thing. Trying to keep any generators far away from any campers as possible, and then just being extra safe and having a carbon monoxide tester with you when you're sleeping or even awake is very important too.
I'm sure you've seen some odd holiday weekend injuries. Do you have any you could share? Any off the top of your head?
Yeah, there's always lots of them. Just the fireworks ones and like the typical stories. Yep, I thought it was a dud. I've seen one where some guy got shot right in the center of the forehead with a firework. I was like, what happened? He's like, well, I think it went off, and I looked down at it right in the center of the head.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my favorite one. Had this big kind of circle-shaped wound in his forehead. I'm sure it ended up.
He's lucky it didn't
up.
hit him right in the eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
Exactly,
Everyone's
yep.
an expert when it comes to fireworks.
Everyone.
You know that too? Everyone.
I'm
is.
not.
I am not either. I let someone else do it. I don't need the glory of being the one to light the fireworks.
Even sparklers are dangerous.
No,
They
no.
get so hot.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, barbecuing, people will be barbecuing.
Yeah.
I've been at people's cookouts where the charcoal is just lightly glowing, and they want it to cook faster, and they start squeezing the Gulf light onto the.
Yep.
Those are responsible for a lot of injuries.
Absolutely. Yeah. And one of the good things it's starting a fire should be relatively easy. Now we've kind of been in a little bit of a drought, but that brings on the next thing is you got to be safe putting out your fires and stuff like that. But absolutely, we see burns from people get a little bit of lighter fluid on their hand and not realize it, and then when they go to light, so we'll see a lot of hand burns, which we're very happy to see the emergency department can treat.
Are we still seeing COVID cases coming to the ER?
A little bit. You're kind of maybe slightly upturning, but nowhere near like before. And we've been very, very, very busy in the emergency department, which is good.
Means people are not afraid to come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. We've had some of our busiest weeks recently in the last couple of years, and we're excited that we've heard of staffing shortages everywhere. And we're no different in the emergency department, but we've got a great complement of nurses. We saw a lot of our nurses that went out travel nursing are now back and are sharing their stories from around the state and how much they like working here in Jackson. So we're super excited to hear that, and we're pretty much full staff, and we're excited and happy to be working and serving the community.
It's great.
Yeah, let's hope everyone has a safe holiday weekend, and you don't see Dr. Sinkoff or any of his colleagues at Henry Ford or IEP. It's safety first. Have a great weekend. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Dr. Jacob Sinkoff, emergency medicine physician with Henry Ford Jackson Hospital. More of the morning show after this.
Hi, I'm Richard King. I've been working on cars for over 38 years, and 10 years of that has been here in Jackson. I'm an ASE certified master technician. What makes King's Auto different from the rest out there is that we take the time to diagnose the cars properly the first time around. We fix what the others can't. Whether it's an oil change or head gasket repair, wheel bearings and spark plugs, King's Auto and Truck will get you in and out and get it done right the first time around. So bring your car or truck over here to King's Auto and Truck, 4114 East Michigan Avenue in Jackson.
It takes a real estate expert to find the right 2,000 square feet in a neighborhood where kids can be kids, land softly, and grow up not so fast, please. A place to laugh together and make a lifetime of memories. And it all starts with a realtor, guided by a code of ethics.
So, can you picture it?
And the doors you open together.
American Title is a proud supporter of the Jackson Area Association of Realtors. American Title, 280 West Cortland, AmericanTitleJackson.com.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices.
Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. Now in their third generation of being family owned and operated, they pride themselves on offering high quality name brand furniture at affordable prices. And this holiday weekend be a great time to stop and get some new outdoor furniture at Vermeulen's.
Viewer Joe Hooper reports Jackson's Bed Bath & Beyond has been closed for months. So.
Okay, well, there we go.
Our next guest in from Napoleon, from Country Boots and Band, Scott Vitale, and from Aggie's Sports Bar, Scott Ash. Welcome
Good morning.
to the show.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
The Scott crew.
The Scots.
Yeah.
The Scots.
We made it easy so you guys wouldn't have to forget names.
I appreciate
Right.
that. So you've been keeping busy, and the state of Michigan and Jackson likes live music, don't they?
They do. I think last time I was on here, we were talking about kind of like the revenge. You know, we had gone a couple of years, obviously, with the world and everything that was changing, and I think now people are, back to full throttle, music. And luckily for us, we've been right in the middle of it. We've had a successful run down at the Michigan Theater with the girl named Tom and Winona and John Michael Montgomery and Jamie Johnson, Randy Hauser. And then we just came off of Mitchell Tenpenny, which we were 22 tickets short of selling out at 1,500, capacity. So a great show there. But, Scott and I, we partnered last year, did a fundraiser for one of his employees who was suffering from cancer. Mm-hmm. And so we wanted to bring, more entertainment back to his venue, all the improvements that he's doing. So we're bringing Looking Back, which is a Bob Seger cover band.
Cool.
It's the nation's #1 cover band for Bob Seger. And then we're bringing Allentown in, the Billy Joel tribute band, and they are the only tribute band in Michigan. So this is going to be a really good show.
That's fun.
One of your classic, memory lane kind of shows. So.
And you've got a venue that's constantly in a state of improvement.
Yeah.
Aggies, what's the latest?
We're putting a patio in right now, in the process of doing that, and just not an average patio. It's going to be a big addition to the bar.
It's kind of like Scott. It's big.
Yeah.
And so he's going big.
Yeah. Well, it'll be first class, man.
Yeah.
We'll have fire pits. We'll have cornhole. We'll have a mini stage. It'll be something special for the community, and for people that want to come out and play a little bit too.
That's fresh concrete, and I know concrete is not cheap right now, Scott.
No, that's right.
That's amazing. Did you always envision kind of taking the next step with the bar restaurant and really expanding it and making it?
When we bought it, Steve Smoyer and I bought it back a few years ago. That's something we wanted to do, but unfortunately we bought it when COVID came and kicked everybody in the teeth. But I have a new partner now, Justin Mitchell, who he's got that high energy level like I do, and he's all for building and expanding, and that's what we're going to do as best we can.
Yeah, this is the hotspot in Napoleon, and it has been a tradition, I think, for the community.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about the menu, what some of the changes that you've been making.
Well, I tell you,
Justin.
we've upgraded all the food. I mean, our burgers are the best around. I'll put our burger and pizza against anybody. We do some specials. We've got a couple great guys in the kitchen right now. We always can use more. You know, if anybody's out there looking for work, we're always looking to bring in quality people. But our menu is as good as anybody's. We've kept our prices down. You know, we haven't had a price raise in a couple of years. We've been fighting, you know, the distributors and the price increases, but we're going to have to eventually go up. But right now, our prices are the best.
That's awesome.
You know, you get a great meal, great service, and you know, we're really working hard to bring that to Jackson County and Napoleon.
Very cool. Are you there a lot? Are you there quite a bit?
Yeah, every day.
Every
all the time.
Every time.
Yeah.
If I'm not there, Justin's there. So one of us are always there, which works out good.
That's awesome.
You know, when you run a business, you got to be there, and you know, you'll always see one of us there for sure.
Yeah. Can you tell he was a coach?
I know, I can. In fact, Scott, did you have Scott as a teacher at all?
I did not. Actually, I coached golf. He was the athletic director.
Okay.
So yeah, so our relationship started way back in 1998.
That's
something like that.
So
I've known you since
back when I was bigger and he was smaller.
80s. When I'd come out with cameras to take kids' pictures at the high school. For
You guys, JTV has been nothing short of fantastic for the community, all the schools in Jackson County. But you know, Napoleon, it was a great relationship. You guys are great to our kids. You know, athletes of the week and all that good stuff, man. You guys are great.
Thank you, and you
we appreciate
to us
y'all
as well, and we of course appreciate you and all that you've done. How do we get tickets to this, Scott?
Real simple. CountryBootsandBands.com. That's easy.
That's very easy.
Tickets are only $15 for individual tickets. That's, again, 2 bands, so $15. Buy them online. We've got the whole ticketing platform, so we make it easy. You can just show your phone at the front check-in. There are VIP tables available, very limited. Those are $300, and that gets you a table of 8. The table service, your own designated server.
Yes.
And up front by the stage. So yeah,
that's very
gives
cool.
you a little of the VIP treatment.
Very cool.
Is it going to be on that patio?
No.
It's actually going to be in the back parking lot. We did the back parking lot last year. People are like, "What? The back parking lot?" Like, where's that at?
Where are people?
It'll surprise you. You go back there, and there is a lot of space back there.
It's like a mini Pine Knob when you come back.
I like
that.
that.
It's kind of cool.
That's cool.
And so we're bringing a full, SL 100 stage, which is 24 foot by 24 foot. Like, it's going to be the real deal. It's going to be a full-blown concert that you're going to feel like you're sitting watching Billy Joel and Bob Seger play.
That's very cool.
So.
I was just in Noblesville for a Dave Matthews concert, and people are dying to get back to see live music, and it's just
it literally is crazy.
You don't realize how much you missed it. Maybe if we went to one concert a year, you take 4 years off, you get back into it, and you're like, wow, it's such a great entertainment.
And the energy that I'm seeing at shows is completely different than pre-COVID.
Yeah, they missed it
Pre-COVID
too, right?
was like, okay, we took it for granted, right?
Yes.
You go to Pine Knob, you go to DTE, whatever it's called, you go to an event, Michigan Theater, and now it's just like you go in there and it's just so, I don't know what's the word, palpable. Like it just
you feel the energy.
You
do.
Well, the artists maybe took some of that for granted as well.
And they did. I mean, I spoke with Nate Smith, our opener, and After Midtown and Mitchell Tenpenny, and they're like, listen, I didn't realize how important it was when we had Mitchell Tenpenny in 2020 for the drive-in.
Yeah.
How important it was for him, because I'm thinking we were just happy to have him. He's a name, he's recognized all over the music industry. And he's telling me, he's like, Scott, you don't understand. Like, you gave me a place to play in 2020. He said, so I'm coming back. You are my guy. Like, we are going to be a part of this for years to come because of what you did for us. And that energy, like you said, the energy outside is just, he's just said it's crazy.
And the fans are there to have a good time. I run all the security, for Scott. And
Shocker, security.
But we've got a company that does it. They do a great job. But the fans are great. They interact with everybody. They're just there to have a good time and feel good again. So it's great, man. Scott's gave a great venue. The Grand was just an awesome place to play. It's just a great promotion for everybody.
Yeah, it's good
for our county.
And the economic impact of the thing is like crazy. Like when I do the numbers and I'm like, okay, 1,478 people, then I'm like, whoa, like you don't realize how many people spend money at Aggie's, at the other restaurants,
those stores on the
gas stations, Of course, gas is,
well, they're buying other
now.
stuff.
It's a small loan, but
it's $6.30 in California. Cheapest is Georgia, $4.37.
Unbelievable.
So.
Oh, we're in the middle, I guess.
I guess so.
That's why Jackson's the secondary city, right?
That's why we're the best place in the world to live.
Scott.
We are.
We are. To live.
Right.
We are.
We're talking about all the lakes, and Napoleon's right in the middle of a summer resort area, and with MIS and all the lakes you see. Are you seeing people come back this summer?
Oh yeah, for the lakes and stuff. So usually summers are slow time. We're a after ball game kind of place. But right now it's picking up a little bit. And once we get the patio done, we'll be able to attract some of that out there. But the lake crowd out there, Wolf Lake and Clark Lake, people have been just phenomenal for us. And our community-based community, just salt of the earth people, work hard and come in and treat us well.
Yeah.
We learned a new showbiz term from Scott today: SL100 stage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, always dropping knowledge.
Stands for stage line.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Just so you know.
Very nice.
For those viewers out there that want to be like, what the heck is an SL1?
Sounds impressive.
It is, and it's a first-class stage. It'll be beautiful.
I'm going to try and get out to this. This sounds like it's going to be a great time.
Well, we got a table for you.
I like it.
Come on down.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, Scott and Scott. Scott Vitale and Scott Ash working on a big concert at the end of July at Aggie's. More of the morning show after this.
Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping has been proudly serving the southern Michigan area since 1986. With thoughtful design and quality craftsmanship, our experienced experts can bring any idea to life. Stop into our brand new location and garden center today. From a total redesign to just a few plants to spruce up your outdoor living space, we have everything you'll need. Need dirt, mulch, stone, or topsoil? It's all here and on site at Wilcox. And of course, we can handle the delivery. We can also take care of your fertilizing and weed control, irrigation from repairs to new systems, and all of your landscaping needs. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, everything for your outdoors.
Registration is now open for Jackson YMCA Summer Day Camp. The camp is about learning skills, developing character, and making friends. Every new experience at day camp is a chance for kids to stay active, address gaps in learning when school's not in session, and have fun. Open to ages 4 to 14. Sign up for just 1 week or all 10 at jacksonymca.org.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Register now. Spring Arbor University is hosting their annual summer sports camps in June.
Welcome back to the morning show. Swinging at the Shell is happening, and it's happening all summer long in Albion. And there's a concert July 3rd. The Air Force Band of the Midwest will be performing, and that is Sunday, July 3rd. And this whole concert series is free thanks to Castor Concepts, Parks Drugstore, Team One Plastics, and the Albion Community Foundation. Swinging at the Shell.
Perfect for the 4th of July weekend. Joining us now from U.S. Staffing, we welcome the President, Ben Jones, and Business Development and Safety Manager, Jim Dolson. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Last time these guys were here, they brought us golf balls. What'd you bring this time?
I brought Jim.
That's
right, yeah.
That's great. No,
Who
the
doesn't
golf
golf?
balls, those golf balls were meant to last the entire season. But we did.
Some of them didn't, or
Bart lost a sleeve on Father's Day. So, but
You
yeah.
bring another sleeve then, I think.
That's right. Yeah.
So, but we did a 2-on-3 Father's Day 9-hole, and we were hitting the U.S. Staffing balls around there. So it was fun. It was good
How'd you
stuff.
shoot?
My daughter and I shot a 37.
Holy cow.
And Bart,
Not so
Joey, and James shot a 40.
Okay.
So we
Very good.
Like I said, we kind of dog walked them around there a little bit. But happy Father's Day.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Well, very good.
You guys are busy. I noticed you had a hiring event yesterday. It was like something you just pop up.
Yep. We do that from time to time for, sometimes we do it just in general, like a general job fair, and sometimes we do them very specific for our customers. And we've done it for Martin Maria in both locations here, Jackson and Jonesville. And we do it for a lot of our customers as needed, and we do it on site at their campus as well.
We call them job fairs, but it's really not carnival rides or
Yeah.
pounds. It's
That's
but
right.
there is food.
Yes.
Food and drinks and chance to come in and get a job like right away. And in today's market, if you're at the job fair yesterday, you could be working today.
Isn't that amazing?
Sometimes, and we do this in our Tennessee office, if you come in the morning and you're signing up for a third shift, you can go work that night.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is absolutely amazing.
It's a hot job market right
So all over the news, the headlines, recession. What does that mean? In 2008, it was a housing recession. There was a housing bubble.
Right.
What is the outlook for what's happening now, Jim?
Yeah, so what it seems to be, if you read all the, if you put it like all together and you put it on the table, like sort through, what it seems to mean right now is that, we see the unemployment rate is really low, but really unemployment is bad right now because there's people not in the market.
Yeah.
And so that's causing problems with manufacturers. So the recession that's looming right now has more to do with higher prices. Because there's so few, the high demand, there's so few products out there because manufacturers can't find people to make it. Gas prices, of course, are high. Unemployment's high, but not the unemployment rate that we measure, but unemployment in terms of people in the market's high. So everybody's like pointing at, probably inevitable that we're going to have a recession. But we're also been listening, you probably heard it too, that there's a mixed feeling on that too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
There
it'd
are
just be
some
a
mixed
slowness
feelings
in growth.
Because people
not
are
a
still
recession.
spending money, right?
Yes, and there's
Right.
still demand for a lot of product, which so there's huge demand, and which causes inflation. So then the Fed has to jump in and say, wait a minute, this is going to crash if we don't do something.
Right.
So now they're essentially trying to engineer a shallow and short recession.
Could you imagine being tasked with that?
Oh my gosh.
You only have to watch those congressional,
Those are brutal for Chair Powell.
Yeah, the congressional
oh my
oversight committees, and it's like, that's a
not
job.
fun.
You would not pay me enough to do that.
It's absolutely amazing. So, but we shouldn't just watch the news and just kind of
Right.
wait for trouble. What should we do, maybe as a small business?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and back when the pandemic hit in March of 2020, one thing that we kind of got around the table and we asked ourselves, okay, if we knew there was going to be a pandemic in March of 2020, what would we have done different in 2019 to prepare for that? And
It was a sobering question.
I'm sure.
Because it caught us all by surprise, obviously, and
100%.
we just thought, man, if we could have that moment back.
Yeah, so I mean, if you kind of look into the crystal ball now, say, okay, let's just assume there's going to be a recession. What are some things that we can do today to prepare for that recession, to weather that storm and come out maybe even better as there's an expansion period after the recession?
Yeah. So like focus on cash flow is one of the big things. I mean, if you think about your own personal finances for a minute, it kind of makes sense. If you know you might lose your job, for example, you're going to save cash. And the same is true for businesses and especially small businesses. Focus on cash flow right now. You know, do things like where people owe you money, your receivables, go get them as soon as you can. And where you owe people, push it out, you know, within the terms of the agreement. Don't pay them right away. You know, don't pay them at the front end of the term, pay them at the back end of the term. So if you got 60 days to pay a bill, wait till the 59th day.
Take the 60 days, yeah.
Unless they're listening to the show, then they're going to know what your strategy is.
Yep.
But that's one way you can do cash flow, as well as just cutting back on expenses, you know, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, another way along in that same vein is if you can get like a line of credit, maybe not even, and a credit card or a credit card, but if you can get a line of credit where you don't need the capital, but you have access to it, so you're not paying interest on it if you don't need it, but if you do need it, at least it's there, because in any business, especially ours, but in any business, if you miss one payroll,
trouble.
It's over.
You had some sleepless nights. I know you told us about during the pandemic.
April of 2020. That was some scary times.
Yeah, no doubt for almost everybody, right? It was goofy.
How are you going to meet payroll? Right?
But like you guys say, we shouldn't wait. Maybe even attack some new goals or try and increase revenue streams.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about the pandemic, the companies who did really well figured out how to make money outside of their normal business.
Right.
I mean, maybe they used their normal core business, but they figured out how to make that work. You know, people who started doing curb service, for example, restaurants, instead of you coming in, they figured it out. And so now's the time to do that. You know, so we're looking at that too. Like, what can we do today to prepare us for a time when maybe the GDP or the economy starts shrinking some more and we formally enter into a recession?
Yeah. So during the pandemic, one thing that we did was we started staffing health screeners for a lot of our customers, which is something that we've never done before. Yeah. But during the pandemic, it helped a lot of our customers stay open, so they could keep producing and making money.
Right.
It helped us. Helped us too.
Help you guys, and then they're not having management or middle management screening people at the door.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100% right.
Most of those were outside, and so we just found ways to make money, and this is the time to do that right now. Even if you don't go into a formal recession, we know things are contracting, so go get it right now.
Yeah, and along those same lines, if companies can innovate their internal processes. So maybe whether it's automation or something like that, automate those business processes so that you are a little bit more nimble and a little bit more lean, so that you will weather the storm of a recession if you need to.
Right.
I'm thinking about how we can automate the show.
I was thinking about that.
Get an Andy bot.
I think so. Yeah. No.
Or a blow-up doll of Bart.
Yeah, there you go. We'll just pre-record everything or whatever. No, I am thinking, but every time you're on, I still can't believe you haven't been to Black Pelican in North Carolina. I just can't believe it.
I know.
It's just unbelievable.
We've been to all of them, but not the Black. I went home and told my wife, I said, we got to go. I've been challenged.
Yeah.
We got to get there.
I keep taking heat for this.
So I've been seeing you guys out and about in the community. None of that's going to continue to change. It's you guys love being a part of Jackson.
Oh, 100%. And actually, as I was walking in here, I was just thinking, I love being downtown with the music playing.
Yeah.
It's such a much more vibrant downtown than when I was growing up.
It feels different.
It feels a lot different than it did a decade ago.
Yeah.
We're if anything, we're going to increase our community partnerships.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, great time to be in Jackson. That's for sure.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
We appreciate your sponsorship of JTV as well.
Absolutely.
And, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Jim Dolson and Ben Jones from U.S. Staffing. More of the morning show in just a moment.
Collins Brothers floor covering, because new carpet is like, very nice. But commercials suck. Don't change the channel, change your carpet. Collins Brothers Downtown, excellent. Established in 1940.
That's before the war, sucker. When you need metal, and you need it now, Alro Metals Outlet is here for you. When your back is against the wall, our vast inventory of aluminum, steel, plastics, and more will help you get the job done. Whether you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, our retail stores are your one-stop shop for metals. You select it, we cut to length, and shear to size. Right here, right now. Because when you need metal, Alro Metals Outlet has your back.
Improving the air quality in your home isn't a luxury, it's improving your family's lives. Our staff do each job carefully, completely, and with great attention paid to you, the homeowner. We take care to leave each home better than we found it, and when you take your first breath after one of our cleanings, I'm sure you'll agree. We can help keep your home cleaner and your air safer by scheduling a cleaning today. Ducks, we're your indoor air professionals.
Parents, do you want to connect your kids with food, friends, and fun this summer? Free summer meals are available for all children under the age of 18, and no registration or ID is required. Call Jackson Public Schools Summer Lunch Program at 841-2693 for details.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area.
Hey, how you doing today? Good morning. Did you have something?
Well, I was noticing there was an unusual crime blotter story from Colorado. It's one thing to steal a marked police car. It's another to respond to an emergency call in that same car. In Teller County, Colorado, James Taylor stole a car, went to an unmanned sheriff's station, stole a car, stole a uniform.
Really?
And a half hour later, he's listening to the radio in the car, and 1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12, domestic dispute, and he responded to it.
Really?
And the people, they reported, they called the real cops because they said the guy was drunk, and but he arrived at 3 in the morning, lights and siren, for a call.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Stealing a police car, if you want to, I guess, remain under the radar, a police car would not be there.
I don't. I always wanted one of those old cruisers that I could maybe get one of the lights on and fake pull people over, but then I found out that was against the law.
It is, yes.
So you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to pull people over unless you're a authority.
Yes, it's frowned upon.
Yeah. Family night at the Cascades tonight should be great. Gordon the Magician will be there. So if you like magic, go there. Should be a good time.
I wish I had been here last week on Wednesday night for Surf's Up.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great show.
Heard it was awesome.
Yeah. And then they've got the fireworks this weekend.
Yeah, it should be a great weekend. Looking forward to it. Grass Lake Farmers Market is also tonight, and that's from 4 to 7 p.m. I have not been out to the farmers market at Grass Lake yet this year.
Well, Jeff Steers was, and looks like strawberries are in season, and some of the early produce were a little slow, a little behind because of a cold, wet spring.
One of my daughter's friends, they have a farm, and they brought me a quart of strawberries. They're delicious, and so I'll say they're in season. So I don't know where they're.
They are in season. I had strawberries last night. So they're here, and they're at the farmer's market in Grass Lake tonight. Who's coming on the show tomorrow?
That is always the mystery of the day for me, and I will tell you. We will have Tish Hill, Stacy McCormick, and we are going to have John Waldron and Bill Jors from Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. So it'll be exciting to have them on later today on your show. Courtney Ivan, Kevin Oxley, Russ Jennings, and Jenna Kohalik from Sandhill Crane Vineyards. We'll see you at 1 p.m.